2, 3.
Aloha! We are the Baldwin Corporation. We are a sensor manufacturing company that has the strategy known as the
Broad differentiator.
And we have successfully made decisions from rounds 1 to round 8 for all our products. Despite the fact that we are number 5 in the overall company out of the 6 companies in the sensor market, we are the only company that has made profits, and our goal as business officers is to make our stockholders be confident in the company as the only stable company among the 6 competitors. Our first market is known as the traditional market. Our business officer, Inkyu Lee, will be talking about the traditional market. Inkyu?
Okay, so we've been really successful in traditional segment, especially from round 1 to round 4, the product actually growing. The reason I picked the 3 reasons for the growth of this success from round 1 and round 4. The first one is good positioning. We did really well in positioning, and so we had 13% market share, which is like 2% difference between the top product, which was Cure, and the 13%. And Baker got high customer awareness, and so we put enough money for sales budget, so we accomplished the 100% customer awareness. And the next thing, the third thing is successful price arrangement. So those are the reasons how we make the success. But from round 5th to 8th, we were a little struggling with traditional segment. The reason why is first the wrong position prediction at round 5th. So market share dropped down to 10%, and next round I dropped to 8%, but finally we finished that round with 10%. And we also put the too high price compared to other competitors, and we didn't put enough money for sales budget at the beginning, which lower customer accessibility.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about our size segments, which is product body. And I want to talk about our market share. Our market share average is around 50%, which is already good enough because since we only have one product compared to other company that have several size products. So I think average 15 is okay for us. And next, I'm going to talk about how we are going to predict our production is during round 1 to round 8. We have 3 times stock out. So we usually won't take. We will take potential percentage and also add up some by 1 or 2% to make sure we have produced enough. We think it's better have like some stock, some inventory better than stock out. So we still able to have can occupy more market share when other company, when other products are stock out. So the next, actually our contribution margin is getting better and better. So until round 8, we have 40% of market share, which is highest between round 1 to round 8. So we also have really good customer awareness since we spend most of money at the beginning. So we open the market and make people can see wear our products. And so this is pretty much about our size segment, how we perform. So now we are going to talk about performance product, which we focus more on as our strategy. Okay.
So talking about performance segment, we actually had the consensus that performance really is important to us because price was not too much of a factor for the consumers. What matters for the performance consumers were the customer criteria such as reliability, ideal segment, and the price, and last was the other factor. In round one, we actually had to match out the next year's segment or the specifications for that, and we had good sales because we had the same sales as the other competitors, and then slowly we saw that there was a decline in the sales of performance, even though we had 2 products already at the performance segment. And the reason for that is our pricing for the first 2 products. However, we decided in the next few rounds that we would change the pricing of the 2 products, and because we had already 2 products in that segment alone, our market share for performance was strong. We were also able to continually do modifications on our performance segment with as little research or a research time in that affects the performance, because we invested in TQM or total quality management. Our cost was lessened, and so we had better profits at the end of round 8. So this is our report with regards to performance.
I'll be talking about the high-tech segment. So our product in this segment is beat. And overall, for the 8 rounds, we didn't put much money in the R&D and the sales and promote, since like we said before, we're focusing on the performance segment, so we didn't try to compete in this limited market. And actually in this market, it ended up had like 10 products in this segment, which is the segment with the most products. So we didn't focus on this segment. And for the first 4 rounds, we did our products. We didn't do our products according to our customers' expectation, because it took a lot of money and get a comparatively a little return. And after we invested in TQM, we revise and develop our bid product according to what customers' expectation. And in the promo and sales, we did very good in the promotion. That it has 100% customer awareness, but for sales and customer accessibility, we didn't put too much money on that. That's because one of the reasons that our market share in this segment is not too high, even though our position is really good. Because we didn't put much money on sales, we didn't have enough customer accessibility, and thus lowered our customer satisfaction. And for the forecasting in this segment, we did a pretty good job in the forecasting. According to the report, we can see, except in round 7 and round 2, which we stock out in rounds up. We have like more than 200 inventories in round 7 and stock out in round 2. But in other rounds, we did a pretty good job. We have inventories like around 100 or something. So we did pretty good forecasting in average. And for the market share, our market share lowered from the first round to round 8, because we only have 1 product in this segment. And for other companies, they continuing have new products to invest and to enter this high segment. So they have a more market share than us. But that's market share is not what we're pursuing for. What we're pursuing for is to still have product in this segment and still make money. And so for our contribution margin, I think that's really good for us, even though we only have 1 product and we didn't have good customer accessibility, because according to the report, our contribution margin is slowly growing in this high segment. So that's our high segment product. We're going to talk about our low tech segment. And we have only one product in this segment. The reason we put only one is because we thought other companies, they will add a lot of new product in this segment, since it's a really large market in this segment. So we would rather to go after other segment instead of competing with other companies. And Sophie, she will talk more details about our performance in this segment.
So overall, our low segment product performs pretty well. We have really high market share at the beginning. One of the reasons is because we have low price, so we have more market share. But until round 5, after we revise and our market share is getting slower, it's the one we think about is because other companies, by adding more products, they put more money promote and also sales budget, so they increase their customers' accessibility and also awareness faster than us. So that's why we cannot have maintained as high as the market share before. And also our our contribution margin is pretty high. It's like a 60 out of 100. The reason is we have this high contribution margin is because we put more money on our TQM in order to reduce money on cost, on labor, and also the material. So this is one of the reasons we have pretty high contribution margin. And overall, our low segment product B has good performance on this area. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot what to say.